how do you get freedom from pain? And whether this is physical pain, emotional pain, spiritual pain, like any pain that you are feeling right now, how do you get freedom from it? I want you to think of it as like a knot, or like a little knot in a necklace or in a rope or something. So imagine what you do with that knot. Do you take it from both sides and you keep pulling it in hopes that it will come undone? No. Do you push it inwards to kind of untangle it, to understand where the pattern is that you have to undo? Yeah. It's tricky going in. Sometimes it's a little bit tighter than you want it to. Sometimes it's pretty loose and it can come undone real quick. Sometimes the different materials of the knot make it a little bit easier or harder depending on what you're working with, what material, how long it's been there, how many times you sit and tug it apart to try and get it away or get it free. So the more times that you tug, that tighter that knot comes. Sometimes you just need to cut that knot apart and then undo it if it's too tight, So you gotta go inwards. You gotta find where it's pulling from this way and pulling from this way and go inwards and see what's happening in there. See what's going on. Be curious about how to take this piece and put this piece over here so that you can push this one through, so that you can work with it, so that you can have it be a little bit more flexible, to understand it more, so that you can be free from that knot, so that it can not restrict your movement anymore, so that you can put it on, so that you can use it for its function versus its ailment and letting it sit on the shelf unusable for however long. Give yourself permission to just be curious how that pain is in there. Be curious about what it needs. You say, oh God, the shoulder pain is really hurting me. I wonder what's going on in there. Oh my gosh. Oh, well, it hurts when I think about going to this job every day. It hurts. It just really, really hurts. Well, maybe that's your body saying that this job really isn't in your line of work anymore, aligned with your soul. Maybe it's saying that you need to try a different way about doing the job. Maybe it's not your shoulder at all. Maybe it's your throat or your neck, because you're not speaking your truth, and that truth isn't able to flow through your body. So your body is always trying to communicate with you, and it wants you to get rid of these knots and these resistances and these blocks within your body, so that you can live in a free life. So I'm not restricted every time I want to use my shoulder. That knot's not there. I can move. I can be free. I can not have to worry about this pain that I carry all the time, and how it shows up differently in my life through these different filters that I have to put on to be able to carry this around. That's the big takeaway. It's like all of these different pains that you carry on in your physical body and your emotional body and your mental body. It's like you have to wear these different filters to be able to manage carrying all this stuff. Like you have to, if you have a wound around, being loved wrong, or if you have a wound around being heard and judged for it, if you have a wound about people thinking that you're stupid or anything like that, it's like you have to put these protection mechanisms up so that you can survive in a hard world. Like love, when you put up a protection around love, you also, you know, you can't let that love out or in, or it's very imbalanced. You let too much out and not enough in, or you let just a little bit in and all of it out, or vice versa. I can't remember which way I said, but you get my point. So these wounds are just creating these masks and these layers to show up differently in your life, so that you can't be balanced and have harmony on the inside. So you always have to have your guard up, and you can never feel safe in your body because you always have to be on alert to protect yourself. So that is why, you know, really focusing back on the breath, self-love, slowing down, calming down your nervous system in whatever way, you know, is most supportive for you in a healthy way, and to stop avoiding those pains. I know it's tricky. I know that it can feel daunting or hard or like overwhelming. But you got this. You can do it. And we need you to do it, because we need everybody to do their inner work so this world can shift. So it can shift out of everybody being in defense mechanism and worried about the next person, and just having more love and compassion for everyone. So that's it. I hope this was helpful. I hope that if you feel like you need help, I'm here, or find someone who can be there for you, because you deserve support and love through all of it, but mostly to show you that the support and love that you need is within yourself, and that it's safe and it's okay to go inward. All right, I love you. Take care. Till next time.